Hello, everybody. Welcome to my second episode of Andrew watches movies and then talks about it after he gets out of the movie theater. Why did I say like that? I don't know. Anyway, so today's episode, I watched Last Breath, which is like a movie with Woody Harrelson and I'm gonna say his name wrong. Shin Luim, the guy from Shang-Chi from Marvel. I said his name wrong. I'm so sorry. Fucking awful with names. It's the one where they go like dive underwater to do shit and like stuff goes wrong and they gotta solve it. That's basically the premise of the movie. I can't really give my full in-depth thoughts. I can't speak today about this film without spoiling it. It's also super late right now. It's like almost 12. I'm tired. I've had a long day, so bear with me. But yeah, I can't really give a lot without spoiling it, so I'll save that for the end. Let me just give my general thoughts, right? So again, I put a number on this film. I would probably give it like a high 6, low 7. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more in Captain America, to be honest, even though Captain America like had more in it, I guess I could say. So the thing about this film, I don't know what to say without spoiling it. Let's just say it filled me, but it didn't satisfy me. It's a weird way to put it, but it makes sense, right? Like, it's like if I was hungry and I went to go get dinner and I only got an appetizer instead of a full meal. Like, the appetizer is gonna fill me, but it's not gonna like satiate my hunger. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I hope this makes sense. It's like, let me just put it this way, because I can't explain this without going into spoiler territory. So let me explain this, and then I'll go into spoiler territory. If you want to watch this film, I think save your money, because this is one of those kind of films where I feel like in a couple months it's going to go on Netflix. So like if you ever see it on Netflix and like you're bored one day, I think it's a good watch. I think you'll be happy that you watched it, but you could also go your entire life without watching it, and you'd be fine. Is my thoughts on this film. But yeah, let me get to the spoilery part. So I don't know how to explain the way I feel about this film without sounding like a fucking idiot. But like, this film was based on a true story, right? Or I guess it was a true story and they like dramatized it a little bit. But like, I didn't know anything about this film. I didn't know the story. I didn't watch the documentary because there's a documentary on it. I didn't even watch the trailer. So I didn't know jack shit about this film except for like small parts. I might have seen like clips, like a little like teaser trailer. But like, it's okay. So it's like a short film. It's like an hour and a half, right? Which like nowadays is a short film. And like, I feel like the danger of it didn't last very long. And I kept waiting for it to get worse, but like it didn't. Now, like I said, I know it's based on a true story, right? So like it's grounded in realism, but I was also expecting it to get worse. Not that it was bad, like obviously it was fucking awful what the guy went through, but I just like kept waiting for it to get worse, right? So like there's a part where he gets the fucking umbilical cord, they call it, clipped, and like he falls, and then like he like has to find his way back to like the little platform, and like the camera shows him walking the other way. So in my head it's like, oh shit, he's gonna get lost and they're gonna have to find him. And then like 5 minutes later, not even 5 minutes later, a couple minutes later, it shows him like he made it back to the place. Cause like he went the opposite direction, but then he found his way back somehow. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So he found his way back. And then like he climbs up, and then like, I guess he just survives, which is like crazy. First of all, it's fucking insane this man's alive. That's the whole point of the film. But then like all like the ship shit happens, and then like they try to save him, and then they pull him up, but then he keeps sliding down, and I'm like, oh shit, is his rope gonna break? Is he gonna get stuck? And then before that too, the fucking bell hits like the actual platform, and I'm like, oh shit, now the bell is gonna break and all three of them are gonna be stranded. And then it was like, no. He did some cool shit to get out of the way, and it was like, no. And then basically like everyone was okay. And I'm not like, I don't want them to fucking die. It's just like, I guess I'm so used to like disaster movies where like everything goes fucking wrong constantly. And then this one was just like, one thing went wrong, and it was a fucking awful thing. I want to reiterate, it was fucking awful. But it's like this one thing happens, and then they fix it, and then the movie's over. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't know if I was expecting like Apollo 13, but like underwater. So like, it's like, I felt like the stakes were high, but they were never super, super high. So it wasn't like edge on my seat, but I was paying attention. I wasn't at the edge of my seat, but I was paying attention, right? Like, I don't know how to explain the film unless you've watched it, where I feel like it could have been worse. Like, for him, even though it was fucking awful, but it could have been worse. You know what I mean? I guess that's just like the reality of a grounded movie. But yeah, I felt like the movie was kind of short, but I also don't think it should have been any longer. If that makes any sense. My brain is fried right now, so it probably doesn't. But it ended and I was like, "Oh, it's over." And then I was like thinking about it and I was like, "What else could they have done?" And like I don't think anything. You know what I mean? And that's my whole point of it being like, it was enough to like keep me happy, but it didn't satisfy me. Like the analogy of the dinner. I had an appetizer and I'm not hungry anymore, but it didn't satisfy me because I'm still a little hungry. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on this film. My very jumbled, crazy thoughts on this film. High 6 out of 10. Watch it if you want. I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. I don't want to say it's whatever. That's too disrespectful. It's fine to good. It is a fine to good movie. Thank you for watching. Next week, we're going to watch Mickey 17. I'm excited for that. Also, today, so I found out through my Regal app that every once in a while on Monday, I think like twice a month on Mondays, they do like a mystery movie. Well, they're going to show like an upcoming film that hasn't been released yet, but they won't tell you which film it is. They'll just give you like little details. And today would have been Novocaine, but today is my friend's birthday, so I didn't get to go. So next time they have this, I think I'm gonna try it, and hopefully it's not a shitty film. Because Last Breath was actually the last mystery movie that took place at the end of February. And then this time was Novocaine, and that doesn't come out until like March 15th, I think. So I'll try that next time it comes around. I'll probably come around like end of March. That's all I have. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.